I love it when you talk dirty.
All right, I want to welcome everybody back to the part 2, the second half of the Dirty Talks podcast. We are having a great time with Johnny. I think I'm gonna be the next Denzel Washington.
Yeah, he's gonna be the next to be Denzel.
You need to okay.
Pocket size.
For see now, I feel like you being condescending. Like like you kind of fucked up my career. Like
sorry.
before it could even take off, you already fucked.
You know,
up.
sometimes
So
people
never mind,
want
you
that.
just single-handedly fucked up my career.
It's like tighter shots. I feel like they would have to spend less money on my.
No, they kind of ended this shit up.
We didn't even introduce in the first half.
You
we
did
did.
introduce him.
We introduced
I got
him.
more
We didn't
introductions.
introduce everybody.
Oh shit, they know who he is.
Oh, I thought we
Y'all
did.
know
Okay,
why you're here.
All right, I'm Dirty
I'm just
James for
kidding.
everybody. I'm Dirty James for everybody who
Jasmine
don't know.
Divine. Hi.
G baby.
Let me ask y'all this: is it a such thing as breakup etiquette? Like, should it be a way that you break up to where
Yes.
it can be respectful and you don't have to be sloppy with it and be disrespectful to your ex? Like, should you consider your ex on how you break up with them?
Yeah.
Johnny, I'm gonna go with you first.
I would say depends on how you broke up, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it sort of depends on the situation. But I do think if it's a respectful situation, you probably should do it in person just out of respect for the other person. You know, but if she was, you know, your girl and she's sucking a bunch of dicks or whatever, and just text her, sorry. You know what I mean? See ya. This is
Sorry,
over.
see ya.
This is over.
Or she just walks in, you
Sucking
just
a bunch
fucking
of
another
dicks.
bitch. Just like,
yeah.
No, that's crazy.
you know what you did.
Yeah.
You know.
But
what
at
you
that
did.
point, y'all still can't have like a conversation about what happened.
What is
And
there to talk about?
maybe like why did you
how
feel
you
that?
felt
Why
way?
do you
this
need a
pussy?
conversation after that?
Because you can ask her or she can ask him, was I not satisfying you sexually? That's why
I'm
you-
just saying,
Is that why
I
you
just
felt the need to?
anytime I ever
You
got
should say
cheated
that
on,
first.
I cheated back until I got until they found out, and then I was like, you know what you did. And
That's
I'm out.
toxic though.
Yeah,
Right.
I got my get
Yeah,
back.
no, that's not how it should go. That's what I'm saying. Why not
It
just
fulfilled
In
my
my head,
soul.
that's a great
It
idea.
fulfilled
That's-
me.
It's all fun and games
That's a
till you
great
get
idea.
herpes because
Great.
you stuck around.
No, what do you mean I got herpes? The
No,
fuck,
I'm
didn't
not saying you
stick
got
around.
herpes. No, I'm saying you stick around.
His coochie
How
dried
did
up
we get
for
to
me.
herpes?
Because no,
I
I'm saying.
wasn't fucking him no more.
So you in a relationship and y'all and he didn't see anything that was off?
It's getting real.
I did a lot of other
What is
things to make a nigga want to stay.
That's crazy. Like I
That's
feel
when
like
he was
that's
trying to grasp at straws. He was
I feel like that's the
desperate.
first sign that your
Taking me out to
partner.
dinner when he ain't never take me out to dinner before, bringing me random stuff. I'm like, oh, nice. Like, why the fuck this bitch not fucking me? Can we please have sex? No.
See, but I feel like that should be a sign. Like if y'all not having sex for weeks and weeks, I feel like that should be a
Because
sign
he
that
did
y'all
something, and
y'all.
that was the consequence
What do you mean?
of what he did.
Weeks and weeks.
Just
not
As
having
soon as
sex for a
as soon
couple
as I
weeks.
saw that, or as soon as I found out that dude was cheating, I was done. I wasn't gonna let you put your thing in me.
No, I get that. But I'm saying he
I
didn't
already
see.
had it. The
He didn't.
replacement was already. You know what I mean?
No, I'm saying, but
Locked
he
and
didn't
loaded.
like have any suspicion. Like, oh, okay, she's moving different.
I didn't.
We're not
I didn't
fucking.
trust me. I don't care if I get caught at that point.
So why not just break up with them?
All right, because I'm getting my get back.
And he probably got money.
Get my
That
get
see,
back.
and that's a whole nother thing.
This
Well,
must
I
be
thought-
sponsored by the money
When I
getters.
get my feelings hurt, I turn into the most vile. I am vile.
So do you
Why
feel
would
like
you do
that's some
that?
healing that needs to take place if you go straight to that point?
That is my healing process.
That's not healing.
Oh. What zodiac sign?
She's
I'm a
a
Capricorn.
Capricorn.
That's
Oh
interesting.
yeah, they're
Okay.
dangerous.
What's your sign, Johnny?
Pisces.
Pisces. Oh, I'm a Virgo. I get along with Pisces.
Yeah,
also.
we'll say opposite.
And Gemini.
Yes, sir.
So which side is with us today? The conscious side or the wild side?
Oh, I'm chilling.
I feel like it's
Chilling.
one to come to fire, and you was one to
I
come
mean,
up.
I don't know. We chilling right now.
Mama, did you have a comment? Oh, yeah,
They
Virgo.
just
See,
so
yeah,
excited.
yeah.
Every time a Virgo meet another Virgo, they just, oh my God.
Wait,
Wait, don't do that.
Nasty.
Hey, you're awkward too.
Because one of my best friends is here. She's a Virgo.
Oh my gosh.
Autumn is a Virgo. Your mom's a Virgo. So just be
See,
careful.
but when the Gemini meet a Gemini, we be like, oh, they hate you too. Girl, okay. All right. I feel that. But then you be like, what month is you though? What month is you though?
And y'all
my nigga.
like the Spider-Man?
We're
Spider-Man
here.
meme.
Cool. Them June ones, they different. They different. We don't know who they is, but they cool sometimes. But them Virgos, y'all just be, oh my gosh.
No, you can't say it like that
It be
because you
hump
get.
day for the Virgos when they
They
meet
be
each
ready
other.
to do that. You know that dance that Jazzy Jeff and Will Smith did or whatever, or Jazzy J, or what was his name?
Jazzy
and they
Jeff.
be like keep doing the kid.
That's Kid and Play, man.
Yeah, that's Kid and Play. There we
I'm
go.
like, wait a minute.
That's definitely Kid and
One
Play.
of the '90s. One of the '90s.
No, I'm joking. You
That's what y'all be doing. when
Glad
y'all
it wasn't
meet
me.
each
Y'all
other.
you the baby. The,
Hey, no,
glad it wasn't me.
I will let you live. But okay, so I feel like also with breakup etiquette, right? If y'all did have a respectful breakup, shouldn't you wait to like fuck somebody else at least for like a
When
month?
we break up, I do what I want to do.
Because it's like
I don't.
I feel
Apparently,
like
I'm an
when we broke
unhealed
up, we
person
broke up.
because I don't ever wait.
so how long should you wait to fuck somebody else after the breakup? Johnny, we can go down the line.
politically correct?
If you broke up with me, then you
I mean, that's a good question. I mean, depend. Like once again, I think it depends on the person. But like, it depends on where you at. Like, I guess if you're thirsty at a point in your life, or you know what I mean, like
I can't wait to get rid of this bitch.
Yeah. Because like right now, it is not hard for me to get any. You know what I'm saying? And it's like it's like a turn off almost, like the other way. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like you start seeing this whole other side of people. So I don't know. It depends on the person. I'll just say that. But I see what you're saying. Like, is there a respect factor there? You know what I mean?
Like you being considerate of her feelings. It's like,
Right.
damn, I know.
But she's not gonna know you're doing it, right? I mean, so.
But she got friends, and one of her friends might, because I had it happen to me. I was trying to move low key.
This is personal.
And her friends, saw me out, and then it got back to her. It was like, oh, we just broke up, and I thought we were in love. I'm like, yeah, but we broke up. Like I gotta, and it's not like I was trying to get some ass. It was just natural conversation. You know what I'm saying? That sometimes natural conversation leads to that.
He
know
said,
what
it
I'm
just
saying?
fell in my lap.
Like nerds have sex too.
You're not a nerd, baby. Nah.
That's
Just being a nerd.
Sometimes nerds. I mean, I can nerd out on some things.
Okay.
I feel like I guess I'm unhealed because I don't ever wait too long. Like, because once I'm done, it's different. Like
Right.
me as a
When
woman,
we met, you just got out of a relationship. I'm like, damn.
me as a I really did. It was like
I don't even
2
think the
months.
nigga knew y'all broke up.
And I mean, he didn't know, but I knew. But I mean, we both kind of had the last conversation, and then he was like, "I can't do this." Da 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 da. I'm like, "Cool."
I mean, it's over.
It was just like we both. It was like a common understanding of this is toxic as fuck. Like, I'm not gonna go into depth on that, but it was toxic as shit. We probably shouldn't keep doing this. And I was like, "Yeah, you're right."
Okay.
You know what I mean? This is crazy. We had our last 1 and 2, and then it was done. You know what I mean? I got my
We
last.
did what we needed to
We
do.
got a little closure,
That was goodbye.
and it was done. And that for me, we had the conversation. But in his head, he was like, "I thought we were gonna circle back around." When?
Spin the block.
You know what I mean?
You gotta say that.
Like, when did you think that? The last conversation we had was, "This is really fucked up," and I had to like drill it. But anyway, that's beyond the point. I don't really wait. Like, I guess I find my comfort in the logic of, we're done and I want other things now, and I can separate like feelings from it. You know what I mean? I'm still going through what I'm going through, trying to get over that. But at the same time, I'm my coochie lick. So
I'm trying to get my coochie
you know
stretched.
what I mean? Like,
I'm trying to get my coochie
and
stretched.
when me and you started dating, I didn't
Do
know.
it best.
Right. The bald heads do the best. Sorry, babe. We switched it up just for you.
Keep
But
on.
when I met JR, I honestly thought he was just gonna be like
A fling.
yeah. Like, we really talked real freaky the first conversation for 4
We
hours.
sent each other pictures the first
All
time.
sorts of shit. I was like, I told
They
him, I was
said
like,
we
you
is
didn't even
grown.
need to do all that beginning shit. We did what? We played Never Have I Ever, and did karaoke and
I'm
watched
crying.
just like
Corey
comedy.
Holcomb.
Y'all was over here
all
bonding.
sorts of shit.
Like,
Yeah,
And I told
For
him, I'm like,
real.
we could have just really just went straight the fuck upstairs. Like, cause that's what I thought it was. But he did all that other shit. And I was like,
Yeah, but that don't turn me
I'm
on.
gonna let
though.
him do it.
Like I can't.
damn, I like this nigga now. Fuck. I was so mad. I was so upset.
But the thing is, like, I can't. I think that's where I get myself in trouble a lot because I just can't have a girl come over, we go straight to the bedroom. We just take our clothes off and get the fuck.
Yeah, no,
like
he did the whole thing.
Like it gotta be some type of build up. It gotta feel organic to me. Like, cause then I feel like I'm having transactional sex. Like I'm paying for a prostitute, or like I just went on Backpage. Like,
Yeah, but
I feel disgusted.
But most of the time, I don't expect us to go straight into it. But most of the time with dudes, if it starts off sexual, you gonna go watch a movie. You know what I mean? Talk a little bit. And then pretty soon something's gonna happen.
Heavy on to watch a movie.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I thought that was gonna be. I thought we were gonna watch a movie.
So dudes really be letting the movie do like the talking for them?
No. We talk and stuff, but you know, you throw the movie on, you start cuddling. How was your day? How was your day? You know what I mean? Just a little chit chat, and then pretty soon it's like, ooh, you smell good, or ooh, look at them. You know what I mean? It's just.
Jazz be talking.
Yeah, like looking back,
movie, you supposed to watch the movie.
Like before, I was like the full version of myself. I don't know how I was getting asked. I feel like I was very corny. Like I really don't know how I was pulling that shit off. Like, like I really don't understand it. But I guess we both were young at the time with the girls I was dating and shit, and you know we was just getting by with the bare minimum. Like especially when I was in college, I just tell them come to the dorm. I put on like some whack ass movie or DVDs I had. And they would pretty much get the job done. Yeah, loving basketball.
Gotta be loving basketball. It's always loving basketball.
I do have a question though. So
Love Jones. No, Love Jones is my shit. I always
have a question. And this is directly to you.
Mm-hmm.
So you know how you say you put Corey Holcomb on to feel girls out, like to see if they could get your sense of humor. If you're just fucking them, what's the point of that part?
Because I still gotta be able to tolerate you. Like I don't like fucking women.
So you're trying to fuck them long term.
Yeah, it's like I'm not into one night stands. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? If that ass look right, I might want to see a jiggle a few more times. I just want to see a jiggle once.
Okay.
So like I want us to be able to be around each other, at least for like a hour or two. And then after you start to know me, I'm like, all right, you ready to go home? Like I got some shit to do.
Cause I'm weird. Cause now it's like when we date women together, Corey Holcomb is just for me now. Like if you should put Corey Holcomb on for any other bitch, I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna be
babe.
He was
no, babe.
You though.
No, babe.
You just got here.
Listen, cause like, no. I'm gonna tell you the reason why.
His routine. Really?
Right? No.
I got you.
Cause look, it's been girls that me and Jazz. No, listen.
I'm like, this is mine.
No, you can't think like that, babe. Cause listen. It's been girls we date together, right? Like when we date women together, sometimes some of the women we date together can be stuck up, and they have to have the same dark sense of humor.
We have to find something different.
No, the perfect comedian is Corey Holcomb. Like if they can laugh at Corey Holcomb, then they can hang out around us.
Matt Rife.
Who? No, fuck out of here. No.
Somebody from Idaho.
We tried his Netflix.
Matt Rife is from LA. He is not from.
No, he's actually funny. I don't know where he's from, but he's actually funny when he's in an intimate setting. But he had a Netflix special, and it was like in a big arena, and I feel like he didn't do too good. I feel like he do better when he interact with the crowd and he like crack jokes from that, like improv, like in the moment. But like the jokes he was coming up with, it was just out of his element. I feel like
Matt Rife, he got canceled so fast.
But no, I'm not putting on a Matt Rife. I feel like Corey Holcomb is the perfect comedian to put on.
Well, you're gonna have to show him. Okay, you can show him a different one, but not the one that you showed me.
Okay, I won't put a DVD one out. I'll just search something on YouTube.
There you go.
You know,
make me feel special. Damn.
DVD.
I do. I make you feel special all the time. But so what do you think is the right way? So say if y'all had a respectful breakup, does that change how fast you sleep with someone else after you break up with them?
No.
So you gonna fuck soon regardless, or do you think it's healthier to wait?
Oh,
I'm asking.
I didn't even say that.
All right, how long do you think a woman or man should wait after they break up with somebody to fuck?
Oh, no, I don't have an answer to that. I feel like you should wait however long you feel as though you should wait. Like if it's just so happen to be the next day or in the next 2 days, it happened like that. If it happened in the next week, it happened like that. If you wait a month, it happened like that. It's personalized. I don't feel like it should be a certain time frame for when they should be able to do that though. So like if it was a good breakup and you just feel like, oh, I can't just jump into something right after that, then you just not gonna do it. Or just don't do it.
Do you feel like you should still be in contact with the person you just broke up with after the breakup? Do you feel like you should go
You can.
cold turkey and just cut off
It
communication?
depends
You
on what your
can, but
processing is.
Yeah,
you know
I'm
what
about
I
to say,
mean?
do y'all still want to be friends? Do y'all already have an idea?
Well,
what
why would
wanna
y'all
do
be
after
friends
that?
though?
Why
It's
not?
flex.
Well, I can't say that.
I mean, I feel like
because I ain't
that's
even like
tricky.
that.
some people handle breakups better than others. Some people can handle it depends on what the breakup was, you know? Like was it was it both of y'all coming together like this isn't really working for either of us? Or was it one person? Was there cheating? Was there lying? Were you stealing?
I be trying
like,
to think about that.
some
'cause
fucked up
this
shit,
nigga be
some
friends with
weird
his
Cleveland
ex.
story.
You do?
This nigga stole her car and all sorts of shit. You know, there's these crazy stories. There's
Stealing
like
cars, wow.
broke into his house and shredded all his Jordans. Like, what kind of breakup was it? So,
Yeah, no, it's and it's a tricky situation because like if y'all still hanging out, I don't see how y'all can truly get over each other because that's what you was already comfortable with.
that part.
So it's just like if you still hanging out with your ex, but then you hanging out with other women,
It's
you kind of
weird.
subconsciously comparing them because like you, of course, you're not gonna be comfortable with new women unless y'all just have a magical connection.
Yeah.
But like you always gonna trick yourself into thinking like, oh, maybe I should go back to my ex because you hanging out with all these
Right.
other girls.
No.
Because
Yeah.
you just comfortable with your ex.
No.
That part.
And that's all you know. And I feel like a lot of
No.
celebrities find themselves in that situation to where they feel like they got to stick with their day one or
Partners.
high school sweethearts because when they get famous, they don't know which woman is genuine because they don't want to go through that. They look at it like, oh, well, let me just stick with my girl
No,
who
that
I
makes
was
sense.
with
That
before I
part.
was famous. But
But
they
before
might not
that,
even
no.
be compatible though.
I always,
They might not
I-
even be compatible.
yeah, I always go down that route. Like, what if you break up but you work together? Like, what if we broke up?
Hey, I don't know.
That shit would be fucking crazy. That shit
Yeah.
would be fucking crazy. And
Don't
we're in a
do
sex
that.
podcast, so people got to know about our sex lives.
Yeah, I can't come in here talking about how it's got some
Wild.
fire.
That'd
top.
be.
And you like,
Wild.
Jazz would probably swing on you. I'll just watch.
yeah, our views would definitely good.
I'd be like, oh my gosh, because I'm not getting in between that.
Nah. Yeah, I'd have to sit. You would have to not.
Right, see, that's how I said.
See, we could do that, but I'm not. If she get the swinging, I'm out. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm finna go get Watson AD, and they can handle her. I'm not. You used to do what with cattle? No.
Bro, talk cattle shit. Yeah.
Her strong at on the farm.
You know, imagine
no.
the first time we brought her partner.
Dude, I'm scared of both of y'all together. You got the boost and you got the. I don't trust y'all. I feel like y'all be wrangling
That'd
some
be
shit up.
crazy.
I don't. Nope. Y'all win.
Next question.
So do y'all feel like any type of jealousy in a relationship is healthy? Like if your partner show jealousy.
Yup, because I
Be-
care.
yeah, because it's like
Not
if
too
your
much, though.
partner don't get jealous over nothing, and like it's like, oh, okay, or like they just shrug their shoulders, they not lying about everything. Is that a red flag to you? Johnny, what do you think?
Yeah.
I would. You know what? I think it's a human.
Mhm.
Human
Emotion,
nature.
right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a human emotion. So, but I think the problem is you get people who are too jealous.
Yeah.
Not at least nowadays.
Not
you know what I
healed.
mean? They get and they'll get. And so for me, it's a huge.
Crazy.
Not just a red flag, but I'm laid back. I'm cool, right? So if you're going around, what are you talking to this bitch for? And I can't. It's just gonna turn me off all the way.
When they get
off.
to the point she don't want you casting certain women,
all
all 500 pounds, all 500 pound women.
Great point, though, and it can affect your business and
Yeah.
everything, right? Because then it's like, well, I don't like, because she's pretty, and why'd you put her in the movie? See, I
She's
can't deal with
pretty.
it.
You
Well,
said
that
it
was-
yourself, right?
But I'll say this. I'll say, that's another thing too in business. Like you got to put your business first. When you're doing something what I'm doing, like that's why it's hard for me to date because it's like I got to put that. On top of the fact that they all want something, you know what I'm saying? I really
Exactly.
don't know who to. At this point, I can't really date. It's just always going to be something, right? Because I feel like in a couple of weeks, it's gonna be like, can you put my song in your movie or whatever? You know what I mean? Or can you just not put me in a movie?
Clothes in your movie.
Right.
Yeah.
And the words of King
best
Harris,
thing
you
for
got to
you-
stand on business.
Yeah. The best thing I feel like is to date people who are already in the industry. Honestly,
I feel like they
Like-
they'll understand it
they'll
more.
understand it more.
Yeah.
They'll be
That-
just as busy as you, unfortunately. But
True.
Have you ever had the opportunity to date like somebody in that industry?
Yeah. The actresses, it doesn't seem to always work out too well so far.
They want every damn role. I bet.
I know, right? That hasn't worked out at all. I mean, it's tough. I had a funny after Scam Likely. I'll tell this story because it's funny. So I live in University Heights, right? So I'll go to Applebee, Warrensville. See,
Oh,
it's closed
right,
now.
right.
We're over there too.
Okay, all right. So I used to always.
It's closed.
Yeah, they closed about a couple, maybe June.
They closed?
Yeah, they closed that one.
That's crazy.
That's the one we was about to go to, right?
What?
Yeah.
University Heights. The one by Target, right?
Yep,
It make-
yep.
Damn.
Been going there for years. You know, like I would always go like pre-go out.
You know what's funny? Last time we tried to go there, they
That
was talking about it was a
Target,
3-hour wait. I'm like, yo, I need to shut
wow.
this shit
The
down.
Applebee's?
Yeah, for sure.
It's your fault.
Oh yeah.
Right? It's smart.
So,
were done.
so I go late at night because I was hungry. I wanted some wings.
Right.
I don't like to cook for myself. You know what I mean? It's time consuming. So I'm gonna get some wings like right before
So
midnight.
ladies, you want them, y'all know how to cook.
Yeah. So I go
Bring
right,
them a
yeah,
meal.
Yeah. So going there and there's this real pretty. Like everybody was gone, right? Because it was the end of the night, so I was picking the wings up. And there's this like real attractive light skinned girl sitting at the bar. You know what I mean? I sit down, I'm waiting on the wing. Me and her just start talking. You know, like randomly talk. Right? It wasn't like we were get her. You know, we exchanging numbers after we talked for a while. You know what I mean? So to make a long story short, we go out. She doesn't mention anything about movies. Doesn't mention anything. I don't want to bring it up because I'm like, you know, I don't even want to bring it up,
You
right?
want-
Like, I don't want to talk
Mix
about
business
business
with
and
pleasure.
yeah,
Right.
whatever. So kick it, hang out, whatever. So then she ends up hitting me up and is like, hey, you stay over by me, right? Like, why don't I stop over one night? So she just like stops over and aggressively kind of like more aggressive than normal to come on to me and, you know, do certain things that I was like, it felt off, but I'm like, whatever, let me roll with it. You know what I'm saying? So
She found you on Instagram.
yeah.
Oh,
I was gonna say, well, she already knew, right? So after everything happens, she hits me later with the, you know, I really want to be in a movie. Never mentioned shit about movies, and that was like for me where I realized at that
Shit
point I
started
had to
getting weird.
like
Yeah.
that was the moment of like I can't really date anybody new because it's gonna be you know what I mean? 'Cause they're not
That's
even,
crazy,
'cause they're not
though.
even gonna tell you up front, right? It's gonna be later on. Well, you already did this, so now I want to, you know.
Damn.
And it was
Yeah.
like, so that was a big moment for me. Of
Shorty
like,
had a plan.
yeah,
She
yeah.
said,
That remind me of the
I
And then
know
she probably
you.
came in with tricks. She probably
Oh,
started
yeah.
doing all sorts of like, she was bouncing with the knees.
Man,
Yeah,
what?
yeah.
She hit a
Turned
split
all the way
she
up
did
to
the,
Megan.
against the bed.
Turned the knees up to Megan the Stallion and was doing the bow, the bow, the bow.
Hey, guess what I like to do one day?
That remind me of the
I've been
episode
thinking about it.
I think it was the first episode of Dave in the 3rd season when he met a girl and she claimed she didn't know who he was and know none of his music.
Yeah.
And he went to a house party with her friends and she ended up getting too drunk and passed out. And then her friend ended up slipping up like, yeah, she one of your biggest fans. But she was playing like
Yes,
the whole
she-
time.
the
She
whole
didn't know who the
time.
fuck he was.
Because I remember in my case, I may have the little roles in movies, but I don't star in them. So I always think, well, they may not know. You know what I mean? Like some people, you know, but no, it didn't really matter.
Damn, man, that's fucking.
I'd love to be in a movie.
So would you say it's hard for you to find
That's
women who are
hilarious.
like you feel like are genuine?
That's the problem. And I'm a genuine person, right? So
Yeah.
it's like I enjoy that.
You gotta date out
I
of
love that
state.
connection. Yeah, I almost want to go to different cities or something. Because
Yeah, because like you don't want a
it's-
girl like to get a girl like off. Oh, I'll do X, Y, and Z. You let me get this role. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because that's
what I'm
not a
saying.
genuine connection.
Or even if she's an aspiring actress and she likes me, like, even if it was somewhat genuine, she's still gonna want to roll. So it's still not gonna work. You get what I'm saying? So
She gonna
so it's
start-
almost just better off getting all the way away from.
What
it.
is that one
then it's gonna be, you
dating
don't
site?
support
What
me.
is it? The
This is
League?
right.
Is it the League?
The League. Oh yeah, that
Have you
dating
tried
app.
that?
No, I don't even know.
That's
what
the
it
one
is.
you need to
Oh,
be
really?
on.
The
It's
It's
league?
like a professional.
It's the
Yeah, like the
professional work.
professional,
Yeah.
yeah.
Everybody has to be.
It's like
at
a
certain-
waiting list to even get on.
Oh,
it.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
so-
Yeah.
That
Never
makes
heard that
sense.
before.
Yeah,
actually.
the league. Look it. Well, you can't look it up because you're in a relationship. But I was saying, but yeah,
Y'all
but-
is too.
Yeah, right.
got profile
What?
together.
We date together.
You got
So,
yeah, but
Good. Technically.
but I'm not being on a waiting list.
Yeah.
No, but with Jada's Pinkett Smith, like I know this has been going on for a while. I meant to bring it up at the last live pod we did, but we was stuck on
shit.
one topic. We was going
We
back
was
and forth with the
rolling.
crowd. Yeah, with the crowd members. But it's not so much about her, but she pretty much was saying she was staying with Will all these years for their image, and not because like she was genuinely happy with him. So what do y'all think about like the staying with somebody for the image as opposed to like your genuine happiness? Like do you ever feel like it's okay to stay with somebody to upkeep the image, and y'all still got share bills together, maybe kids, and then y'all go off and do your own thing? Do you see how that can work in a certain situation?
want my
or
politically-
would
I'ma
you
need this
rather?
clip later.
Or would you rather like?
I need to show some people this one.
Would you rather like fuck that? My happiness is more important. My kids still gonna be fine. We'll figure it out. But my happiness is first in order for me to be the best version of myself.
Do you want the politically? I'm gonna.
No,
give you-
I'm gonna hell no. I
There's
want a
a-
PC
like,
answer.
Okay, so
Jazz about to go in.
so honestly, I feel like for one, like just the generic answer, of what you asked before I go deeper into it. You should never stay together just for the image. That's dumb. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, as long as both people are happy, all parties are happy, everything in this situation is going to be happy. Willow and God damn, nigga.
That's also he at the doors.
At the we can see Jaden and Willow. They're very open and honest about the fact that they haven't been happy and that they've gone through a lot of trauma because of their situation. The less politically correct answer to that is come the fuck on. They knew what the fuck they're doing. Jada and Will both have the access to to the best gurus, to the best therapists, to the best people who could guide them through life. They know for good and damn well that wasn't the best route of action to take. You know what I mean?
Agree.
So it's like at the end of the day, I feel like they both have secrets on each other. They both have.
They got secrets.
Oh, definitely.
Come on,
no doubt about it.
They both
No
have
doubt about
secrets
it.
on each other, and I don't think Jada signed a prenup.
I feel like Will was already fighting a losing battle just off the fact that her person was Tupac, and he passed away. When your own kids
I don't think
is
that's
writing,
the answer at
well, if your own biological kids are writing letters to Tupac wishing him to come back, that's pretty fucking bad.
Do you think
Wait,
that Jada
what?
has some
Her
type
kids, Willow
Yeah.
wrote a letter to Tupac like, "Please come back, my mommy."
What if
misses
that
you."
was just Jada being weird though?
No, not Jada. No, Willow. Willow wrote.
Yeah,
that.
but I'm
what
just
if it
saying.
was
What if it was
Jada?
Jada being weird?
I don't think, man.
Come
How
on
would you
now.
feel as a man if your daughter was like, man, Tupac,
I
please
miss
come
you.
back, and you're you know what I'm
my
saying?
dad.
Right. And then knowing Willow, and she's so emotionally and mentally aware and socially aware. Do you think how old was she?
Well, no, she was a
supposed
kid
to-
when she wrote. She was a little kid.
And
when
then
she
who
wrote that letter.
posted that shit?
I guess she talked about it on a Red Table Talk. I think I
That shit is
believe.
weird.
Like, but they
That's
open. No, they
fucking
open and
weird.
honest. I feel like, especially if you date somebody who had a loved one or a partner who passed away, no matter
I
how
don't
they
think he
passed
was a
away.
loved one or a partner. I think he was a close friend for a little bit.
Who, Tupac?
Yeah, and
Oh, hell
it's
no.
like no, the thing.
Oh, hell no.
Okay, because I have a lot of male friends.
Mhm.
I have a lot of male friends, and I have some male friends in the past where we almost, you know what I mean. It was like pretty intense or whatever. Ain't no fucking way I'm gonna reach back into that bag of emotions and bring it into the relationship that I'm in now. I would really have to have something really fucked up or wrong with me. To
But
do that.
no, but I feel like Jada and Tupac, they really had a connect. Like, you could see it in how they interact with each other, their pictures, how they vibe.
I don't
Like,
matter though. What I'm trying to say is there is no way. I don't care what kind of connection. I've had some really dope ass connections. I'm 36 years old. I've had amazing connections with people throughout my lifetime. And I've had amazing connections with people who have passed on, who are living still, who might as well be dead because I don't even know how to get a hold of them. Ain't no way I'm
Don't
gonna
wish
reach
death on
into
them,
the
babe.
pot.
Shit.
I'm like, well, damn.
No, I'm just saying, like, I don't know how to get a hold of them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they don't have social media, nothing. So to me, it's like how they're gone. You know what I mean? So, but there's no way that I'm going to, if I'm in love and I have a family and all of that, there is no way that I'm gonna put you through my own group. It's just weird.
I feel like maybe Tupac, or
And
more-
publicly, to do it publicly.
I feel like maybe maybe Jada more so was thinking in her head, like, all right,
She wasn't.
maybe thinking like, all right, me and Tupac probably gonna end up together, but in the meantime, we both doing our own thing. She probably didn't expect him to die, but I feel like it was a lot of feelings. She even admitted that. She was like, it was a lot of feelings between
Yeah,
them.
but still.
But the way
As
she
a-
talks about him though, like,
It's delusional.
I don't think it's
fucking No, it
I don't think
is.
it-
Come on now, bring it down to fucking earth. Imagine me doing that shit.
Wait, no,
Imagine
yeah,
me
that's,
doing that. Okay, so if we take her out of the celebrity status of her being whatever the fuck, take her and just put her as being a regular person. Imagine me posting and saying things about somebody who was dead that I used to be, not even a relationship.
Weird.
Who I had a crush on 20 years ago.
Weird.
I think it was more the crush. So let me ask you
Weird.
this. So
Even if it was more than a crush, that's even more weird.
all right, so babe, let me ask you
weird.
this. So say if
Period.
I told one of my female friends, right, that you're "You're my heart in human form." How would you react to that?
I would fuck your ass up.
Exactly. So Tupac told Jada that.
I don't give a fuck.
But I'm saying it's not a normal.
But Tupac told Jada that before Jada was married with 2 kids and a stepchild and a house and a fucking whole fucking empire built with another man.
But
He told her that
there's
prior.
that.
So how would you feel if I kept bringing it up?
I probably feel how I will feel.
Hey man, I would have swung on her already. I ain't
but
gonna
yeah,
hold
behind
you.
the scenes.
I'd have got Bucky with shorty.
Weird. It's
'Cause
weird
what?
and out of pocket behavior. I don't care what anybody says. That shit is weird.
But not so much on them. Like just like couples in general. Like, do you ever feel like it's okay for couples to stay together just mainly for the image of things because they don't want to get the ridicule or the backlash of breaking up because maybe they got successful careers, maybe them being together helps their business type of shit. They got kids together, all of this. Do you think it's ever okay to stay together for the sake of that? Because if y'all do break up, it'll look bad on y'all business and y'all career and everything.
I mean, I feel like in the long run, it just hurts everybody.
I feel like that shit is stupid. First of all, because I got friends that be doing that, and it bothers me. Like it really bothers me because they'll say some stuff like, "Oh, I can't quit. Her job pay higher than me, and we live together right now, so I can't just leave her. I can't break up with her." And it's like, okay, well that's circumstantial. Like you putting that on shorty. Be a man. Like go and do your own thing. Go on about your own business. If you don't want to be with her, don't be with her. Don't just string her along because she got a benefit. Oh, she got a car. Oh, she got a house. Oh, she do this and this and this. But you don't even want to be with her. Cut that. Nip it in the bud and keep it pushing.
Right.
Otherwise, like you're not a man or you're not a woman because you just stringing along for the benefits. That's trash.
I feel like
I hate it.
I feel like people who or couples who stay together for the image, they probably got a lot invested in their relationship. They probably got joint accounts.
That's fine. Split that shit up. If y'all gonna, you know what is what. Even if you got a joint account, you know what's 50-50, you know what's 60-40, you know what's what.
But I feel like, say it took them years to build that though, right? They probably scared of what it would look like to have to start from scratch and build that with somebody else they don't know from a can of paint.
That's true, but why do you have to build it with somebody else? You
About
just
to
gotta
say,
figure
just
out how
be
to
lonely
maintain
for a
it on
minute
your
then.
own. Honestly,
People don't like
anytime you're staying together for anything but love and commitment and loyalty
It's
is toxic.
BS.
If you're just staying together for like frivolous things, I don't think it's worth it. It's gonna get toxic either way. Then that's when you make a Jada and a Will. Because Jada don't give a fuck. She just
Jada
be on
don't
there.
care.
You
She
can
just
see it in her
living.
smile.
She's just living.
You know?
Weirdo.
Even when he
Very
went up
big
and
weirdo.
smacked that man, she was, well,
Yeah,
you
with
shouldn't have did it
so why
for
did he
real.
smack
Like,
Chris?
it's,
Yeah.
no.
First of all, like, and then after he did it, and then she gonna say, he never even he hadn't called me his wife in years before
Right.
that. You ain't even gonna have his back? God,
She bitter about
damn.
something. She bitter about something crazy. Crazier
know.
than Tupac.
I ain't gonna say it on
crazier
camera,
than
but
what
I
Will
already
got going
know.
on. She bitter about something that's like can't even be exposed.
So you think his
Yeah.
side chicks been more lit than her side pieces?
I'm not gonna say.
Oh no, no. No. The woman always got it. That's what the niggas don't understand to this day. The woman always got it.
I just think she misses Tupac. I feel like she wishes Tupac was here and alive.
August Alsina interview. Y'all know what he said. Y'all know what August said. It wasn't just Jada.
Oh, I know you.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's twin them.
Y'all
see
know
one of
that.
the-
Jada got secrets. Jada knows she's protected because of the secrets that she know. She ain't going.
Now, do you think Hollywood did that? That's the scary part about getting famous.
Hollywood.
Like, have you ever
Are
seen
you
some wild?
scared
Like, you
of
ain't gotta
that?
speak on it, but like you ain't gotta go in detail. But have you ever seen some wild shit?
If I see some wild shit,
Like shit that caught you off guard, like in the industry.
I'm in the indie film. You know what I mean? I'm not in Hollywood,
Yeah,
so I
he's
don't
not
really,
there,
I don't really
yeah.
see.
Mhm.
This is
Right.
Hollywood in Cleveland. This isn't Hollywood.
It's-
in
Right,
Hollywood,
yeah.
so, yeah.
I will say though, you remember that show True Life
Mhm.
on MTV? I remember it was an episode on Download People, and it was in Cleveland actually, and I was like, this shit
I
was
wanna see
wild.
that.
Yeah, it was wild, and like a dude was an escort, for like a dude, and he had a baby on the way. Like it was wild. So, and I remember on Netflix, It was
I
like a
have to look
doc.
that one up.
I'm talking about wow.
I remember it was on Netflix. It was like a documentary about down low dudes in Cleveland spreading HIV. So, I feel like there be a lot
Keep
going
that
on in Cleveland behind
I
this.
heard Atlanta's.
Oh yeah,
Atlanta's
Atlanta is the Mecca.
booming.
Atlanta's
He told me how crazy Atlanta is. He lived there for a while. He said,
Atlanta goes
like
stupid.
you don't even know. Like it's like you don't even know what the hell anything. You know what I'm saying, right? I mean, it's
so crazy, man.
Look,
Because
they
it's
either
like
gay or they not, or they is
you don't
or
even
they
know what
not,
you
but
can
they
say
is.
these days. Like it's like you don't even know what you can say these days. That,
At least in Cleveland,
that could
you
be
know.
offensive.
Yeah.
It's like you just trying to educate yourself, but even in the process of you trying to educate yourself, you can come off offensive when it comes to like trying to figure shit out. And
Tell me about it. Yeah, tell me the fuck about it.
I gotta calm Gabs down all the time.
Tell
Like,
me about it.
Gabs, yo,
it's just,
Apparently, I just be saying everything. wrong.
every fucking day.
nah.
That's
We
why I
love you
just
because
sit to
you
the
speak
side
your
and be
we love you
quiet.
because you speak your mind. So this leads me to my next segment, our final segment. Is it ever okay to code switch? Now, I'm still trying to figure out what the definition of code switching is. I always looked at it
working on
as
it.
changing the tone of your voice, and not talking, how you usually talk around like your people that you're comfortable with. So for me, I always try to use the same tone of voice. Like I know how to be professional. Like I know at work I'm not gonna say certain things around certain people, but at the end of the day, they definitely gonna know I'm a black man. Like I'm not gonna like make it look like I'm a Oreo or I'm trying to like tap dance for them or anything. But like I want them to know like my lingo.
He said, I'm not
and-
gonna kiss ass.
Yeah.
fucking white face.
Like now, like at my job, I feel like I taught most of the white people I work with. I feel like before I started working there, they didn't know what the word bet mean. I'd be like, all right, bet.
yeah.
Now they understand it. Cause like before when I would say bet, they kind of have a confused look. Like, is he
You wanna
gambling?
put
Like,
money down?
Like casinos down there, sir.
like, what's going on? But now I'd be like, all right, cool, you want me to do this? All right, bet. And they nod their head like, yeah. Like, they're going along with it. But I just feel like if I don't code switch, I weed the right people out who don't need to be in my life because I don't want to pretend to be like somebody I'm not. So I feel like if I don't code switch, I gravitate towards my tribe more. How do y'all feel about that?
I want to know if Johnny has to code switch as a white man
You know,
because you have grown up around primarily black, or I don't know,
been
have
around-
you?
It's about a mix. I mean,
Yeah,
it's still
about a
mix.
mix, but
It's I have a very mixed group of friends. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? So
yeah.
it's super duper mix. I just be me. Like I'm just me. So it's
Yeah.
hard for I can't really be, but I think this is like a Pisces thing, man, because everyone I know, we can be whatever, and people don't seem to accept us for
Yeah.
who we
Y'all
are.
be giving a
Like
fuck.
I was
Y'all
always
just be
different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like, I
yeah.
remember even in high school, like I was the only white dude would talk to the black girl, but nobody. This is like late '90s, but they wouldn't nobody cared. But if
Right,
somebody
'cause you
else
was
did it,
yourself, 'cause
if somebody
it
else did it,
came
they'd be
off
like, "What are you doing?" You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you always were
I
yourself.
was just gonna say
genuine,
because I think
so
it's
that's
just who I
different.
am. So I think when you're who you are, it's hard to deny somebody
out.
who's being themselves, right?
You don't look like
you know fake people.
like you don't look like one of them. You're pretty for a black girl type of white bitch.
Exactly. And that's what a lot of them were, like the
First of
regular
all,
white
you
people.
didn't say I got a lot of black friends.
Right,
You
I got
know?
one,
Yeah.
two,
Oh,
three,
definitely.
four.
Sound like that.
I gotta make sense, yeah.
So you're right. It's the type of person. I think when you're so authentic, it's hard to deny somebody, right? 'Cause we know fake people when we see them. Right? Just a lot of times, right? I mean, at least if you're genuine, you do, right? So it's like I think it's one of those things. You know what I'm saying? So it just depends. But I never try to be like a gangster when I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying?
Like, even when the gangsters come around, I just be like, yeah, man, like y'all dope as fuck. Like I'm not into killing. But like, I'm
I ain't trying to jump nobody or nothing.
Trying to kill me.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
I'm
right.
cool. Like, as long as y'all
Sorry,
let them know that I'm cool and I'm comfortable. Then
Right.
like I'm all about smile. Like the funny thing is when we went to Ohio Entertainment Awards, I'm like, damn man. They had to change the venue at the last minute. They about to deal with a lot of hood niggas with attitudes and shit because they probably uneasy.
Yeah.
And, but honestly, everybody we interviewed, they kept saying like
Very
they loved
good
our
spirits.
energy. They would smile.
They
My
was
biggest
fucking
flex
with
of the night, like we made
First of
hood
all, they
niggas
about to
smile.
come
Like
on.
I was saying,
No, for real, man.
like it was all
That's
smile and
Right.
laugh.
by being yourself, right? And
Yeah,
just,
us being
I
ourselves,
agree.
Yeah.
just
I
giving
agree.
off good energy, and I always
agree.
let them know, like, bro, I'm not a threat. Like, if anything, I'm on your side. I just want to have a good time.
Well,
That's
you know
why
what's been a huge blessing for me is to be able to be in a downtown, office and be able to get along the white people respect, and then be able to go to,
Yeah,
if I
both
really had
sides
to,
of
more
it.
as black, if I had to,
Yeah.
Yeah,
because
both sides
really
of it.
that's
And be safe,
a
be
true,
cool.
to be that versatile is a true blessing
Yeah,
because
exactly.
you're able to, like, even with what I do with the films, you know what I'm saying, to be able to
Yeah.
take them to the distributors and all the other stuff, you got to be a certain type of person to be able to deal with it. And them to both
Yeah, fuck
with you, right?
Yeah,
Exactly.
fuck with you. And
Because
that
both
makes
of the
sense
kids-
why
I
you
feel
say
like
you
that's the
want to do
hardest part.
reality. My bad not to cut you off, but that makes sense why you want to do reality TV because you feel like it would compromise it.
You
Because
never
people,
said that.
because people can
You
start
said
looking
hell
at you
no.
like, oh, well, he just in it to exploit black people. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
it. And in some ways, it's exploit. Reality TV in general kind of
It's
even like the
exploiting.
Housewives of Orange County. It's all phony, anyways, right?
Yeah.
So, you're exploiting, so reality TV isn't just exploiting black people; it's exploiting
crying.
people.
It's
just
exploiting
fake.
people, period.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's fake reality. It's not even reality. That's the irony of it, right? It's called reality TV, and it's phony. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
So
right.
that's why, like in scripted, we get our message. Even every one of our movies has a message to it, right? We're trying to improve things at the end of the day, right? And I mean, maybe Locked In's the only one that wasn't the way it ended, but that's another. You know what I'm saying? But that was
I'm
just
about to watch all the movies on
Oh,
Tubi.
man.
I'm about to say.
But there's a message, right? And I think that was ultimately with scripted. You can do that. You can give it. I mean, I actually the last podcast I was on. He was at the Ohio Chamber Awards. The Ops or something like that. Steel. You know them? The Op.
Steven?
EJ Briz. It was EJ Briz and.
Oh, he got a podcast.
The
right?
podcast.
Yeah.
I ain't talking about.
Pull up. You talking about pull up?
No.
No, it's
It's
different. It's a different
It's
one.
called like the Ops.
Fuck, I know you talking about.
I can't think of the name of it, but
they follow us too. I know you
yeah.
talking about.
But he was like, man, he goes, dude, he's like, I like the fact that your movies aren't gangster like the other, and I think, and that was, now don't get me wrong, I don't think there's anything wrong with. I was telling Murder Pain, I said, look, the hood audience needs fed content, right?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, you got to give people what they want. You know what I'm saying? I don't think there's anything wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? But if it's not really your thing, it's not your thing, right? And it's just like, you know what I'm saying? So,
I was like a variety. I was like a little bit of this,
see,
a
that's
little
kind
bit
of
of that.
right? It was like,
I was like a little bit of everything. But I feel like everybody should be themselves. I feel like with the
Code switch.
T.I. and his son thing, it's like with his son was like trying
was
to
fried.
His
prove
son
that
is
he didn't
so
have it
fried.
better than other kids growing up. I don't understand it.
Yeah,
like none of my kids can ever say to me, "I stand on business," because they won't be standing for long. I can tell you that shit off top.
but even like,
they won't be standing by the time they finish their sentence.
I don't know if T.I. watches your podcast or not, but sometimes he be kind of phony to me a little bit. Sometimes,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
you feel like he's gonna
The
get something
vernacular.
about
I love T.I., but I feel like
I
he's
like
trying to
him.
protect. I feel like he's trying to.
Section,
Like, he's trying too hard.
intersectionality.
Man.
Throwing out big words. That was
Expeditiously. Expeditiously, whatever.
Nigga, that's the most simple big word.
But we seen the OTI come on with his son though, with his son
Yeah.
impressive.
Yeah.
He was like, can't do nothing.
That boy, you can't do nothing with me.
He had to put him in
Yo,
the
his little
chokehold.
ass up.
Do
He's
y'all feel
not
like y'all
playing.
ever had to code switch like when conducting business like, with your clients?
My
and I'm
situation
gonna
is
do that?
so much different because it's like I had a reverse code switch. Because, I came from Idaho. I was damn near born. I wasn't born there. I moved there when I was about, I'm going to say 6, 7 years old. And then I kind of moved around because I would live with my grandparents and I lived with my mom in Texas. And I lived with my grandparents and I lived with my mom in another, wherever she was at in the military.
Moving.
So my grandparents were in the military and they were stationed in Boise, Idaho, or Mountain Home, Idaho, which is, if you think about a small town, think about something smaller than that. And then think about something smaller than that.
Damn.
Like I could walk down the street. I was best friends with, like people who owned horse pastures, and I was best friends with farmers and shit, where I could go on to their farm and just spend time with the pigs and cows and all sorts of shit.
Look,
I
what
was the
said
only
earlier,
black
I'm not
girl.
fucking with her.
I was the
I'm
only
just
black
fucking with
girl
Jazz.
in a city of maybe, I want to say probably 2,000 people, being one of the only black people of like, there's probably maybe 3 or 4 black families there. So I was already spending a lot of time alone, and I was also, so I made friends with animals. You know what I mean?
Dr.
So I knew
Doolittle.
how to do a lot of shit with animals. I knew how to do a lot
Not
of
like
shit.
sloppy seconds in a day.
No, not like that. Oh my God. No. I
tell you what.
I know how to.
She would never get head from me
Hell
if she told me
no.
a dog
She would
was
never
done.
get head.
No, absolutely not.
That's it.
I just, you know what I mean? I just would know how to do, I know how to saddle a horse, clean a horse, trim horse. I did the whole 4-HA, all that type of shit. So when I moved here, I moved to Phoenix, but even there, it's kind of like a super mix,
Yeah.
But when I moved here, it was kind of like a reverse code switch. when I came here, a lot of people, even now, even today, people, if I fall back into my Idaho accent a little too much, you're not from here, are you? I'm like, God damn. Shit, no. Where are you from?
But that's
Da-da-da.
the
You know what I mean? And it
dopeness of
opens
it,
up
too.
conversation.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it living in a place like Cleveland, you don't want to, as a Black woman especially, I can't come off as weak. You know what I mean?
no.
You guys don't know my story based off of what I sound like. You know what I mean? I'm not a weak person. I came from a really fucked up environment, even coming from a place called Idaho. So it's like a lot of people will hear my voice and immediately pinpoint me and corner me into a certain type of woman. And so it's like I had to kind of switch it up quick because I knew that I've already fallen into like 3 or 4 situations where it was dangerous for me in order for me to exude the vulnerability of just how I sound or just how I come off. So it was kind of like a reverse code switch moving to Cleveland. I had to really make myself blend in real fast.
Look, my answer
Real
not
fucking
that
fast.
not that deep.
But I was gonna say, do
You
you
should have
feel-
went second.
No, I was gonna say, like, when you conduct the business, like, say, like, in the process of like getting everybody to show up for on the 16th, and this when you throw in events or for your lingerie business, do you feel like you got a code switch when you talking to certain people?
So honestly, I don't really like to code switch. Like I want to be me. Like even on the professional level, I be asking in certain settings like the OEAs. I didn't ask Teeth, but when I was getting my hair done, I was talking to my beautician. I was like, should I not cuss? I shouldn't cuss. But when I talk, sometimes,
They come out. It's
sometimes
who you
it
are.
happens, but I can regulate it. So she like, no, don't do it. Don't do it.
You said don't cuss.
Yeah. But then we get to the OEAs, you see what's really going on. Like everybody is being true to them, authentic. Even the people that's getting interviewed, they saying what they gotta say. I'm relating to them. I'm following the topic for real. And I know how to talk to my crowd now. Like that wasn't something that I knew at first. Now I kind of learned it throwing events. It's like, okay, I see the type of people I'm around. I see what I need to do. I know how to shift to that. On the side of being a Gemini, I know how to switch very easily. But it's not but it's not nothing hard to me. Like I know how to appeal.
Right.
So then on the back end of that, when it comes to the models, most of the models that I work with, they know what's up. Like, look, y'all know how I talk. Y'all know how I'm gonna talk to y'all. I'm not gonna disrespect y'all. I'm not gonna be disrespectful. I'm not gonna say, hey, fuck you, da-da-da-da-da, you not doing this right, da-da-da-da. Like, I'm gonna say,
Like-
hey,
like
can you
they
do
in the
this and this and
military and
this?
shit.
Yeah,
Right.
no, like, it's chill, it's relaxing. If you're gonna be late, I get it. Other people got kids. I don't have kids. I don't know that area, but I do know, like, sometimes that does cause problems for
Understand
certain
that.
people. However, they still trying to do something for me.
Right.
So I appreciate that. And I try to reciprocate that
You
as
have an
best as I
interesting
can.
situation because you've really done what everybody is supposed to do, and this is why I love you so fucking much, Gabs. You don't even fucking know,
Yeah,
bitch. I
man.
love you so much. You have
love
done
you
what
more.
most fucking people are supposed to do, which is create a lane for yourself where your personality is. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
create a lane
That
where
was
you're
hard.
already at. And it's hard as fuck.
That was
but you know how
You
many
need
hard.
leverage
people?
your strength and then go to. See, yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. No, I
Yeah.
wholeheartedly
You know
agree
your
with that.
strength.
That's
That's what-
hard.
Put that shit. You
And
make it
then-
look effortless.
And then on top of being like, for one, just being a lingerie brand, just my name being 4am lingerie, a lot of people look at it as though like, oh my gosh, it's just vulgar. It's just a whole bunch of naked girls walking around. It's like, no. First of all, I expanded from that. I have more things. I put on shows. I do party buses. I do events. I do birthdays. It's not just that. So it'd be kind of hard to try to drop the lingerie aspect from a lot of people and then get straight to the business because it's not just that. It's a lot.
You know, that's another good question too with code switching. At what point is it not code switching? Like, for example,
You
if
know?
I'm, you know what I mean? If I'm talking to, for example, I'm still being myself, but I'm talking to Honcho and I'm like, oh, she got a fat ass, right? I'm not gonna talk to my mom. I'm not gonna say, mom, that
Right.
chick's got a fat. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
just being appropriate.
Where's the fine line? Yeah, where's the line?
No, so
you
that's,
get
that's what I
I'm
was about to
saying?
say.
So, yeah.
That's what I was about to say. So, like, in a professional setting, like, I'm not going to talk to certain people about certain things, especially if I feel like at work. I feel like if I'm going to find myself in HR or some shit.
yeah.
Like, one of my
Yeah.
supervisors, I can talk to like that. He won't look at me a certain way, or I won't end up make sure
It's
like
reading the room.
yeah, just reading
Right.
the
There
room.
you
Cause
go.
like
That's a good
my
one.
one supervisor who's over me, but on my shift, but not the other shift, like I had to wrap up a skit or something like that, and he was like, don't wrap it up. Like, you ain't got to wrap it up. And I was like, well, I was always taught to wrap it up. You sure you don't want to wrap it up? He was like, well, I mean, when it comes to that, don't wrap it up because, you know, you lose out on it. Like, we was joking around, but I know certain people I can't
joke. That's what I'm saying.
read
so
the room.
Is that coach? You see what I'm saying? So you're still reading the room. So you might be in a professional environment. You can still make jokes that you wouldn't.
But no, I'm talking about like when you change the tone of your voice and you
like,
literally trying to fit in. It's like, yo, this nigga don't talk like that. Like, I seen a clip. I thought I sent it to you, but like it was this basketball player, Karl Anthony Towns, and they was saying like he talked different in his interviews. Like he put on his extreme like nigga voice, deep bass voice like this. You know what I'm saying? But when he was with his friends, he talking a high pitched voice, super proper, and that was just like. And Jeff T, he got a podcast. He's funny as fuck. If y'all into basketball, he funny as shit. He tell all the basketball stories. He was saying they was asked like why Karl Anthony Towns don't get the respect that he deserves because he's very talented. He was like, yeah, man, I feel like, you know, it was because he started talking different in his interviews and they don't respect him like as a person.
You ever have a friend, like a dude friend, and then when he gets around females,
we're just talking about
dude, I swear to this one dude, he'll get around, he'll just, like, he's talking, whatever, and the girl's gonna be like, what's up, little mama? I'm like, like, bro,
yo, nigga, you were just chilling in the corner. What are you doing?
Talk like that.
Yeah, and that fucks up everything because, like, I feel like your friends are a reflection of you. So if your friends doing the most,
I'm like
it
that too.
fucks up the whole vibe. It's like, bro, just chill, be yourself. Like, you don't have to be extra for women because women really like when you lay back.
We definitely peeped that.
When you try to over validate yourself to women, they don't.
And let me ask them this. So I noticed this too. Like when dudes, can you tell when a dude's acting tough?
Yes.
It's corny. Like you're acting. You're not. If you're tough, you don't have to act tough.
Well, why you gonna do something? You gonna act on it. You're not gonna keep talking.
But if you're really tough, you don't have to act a certain way. You just are that. You know what I'm saying? So I just thought that.
Look, I didn't fuck with some niggas that's gonna knock you the fuck out, and then fuck with some niggas that's gonna sit the fuck down. Like either you gonna be a knockout nigga or you gonna sit the fuck down. And you can
tell. Other dudes out of insecurity, right? Because they want to do
like hold on. Before we get out here and tell them about the money conversations, like so they was saying. Last part, how they got around certain dudes and they'll try to flex, and they act like they're on the phone, like, yeah, I gotta, you know, get this. I gotta sell this property.
Yo, there's no lie. I've been in a situation where a dude will straight up try to like make
that's the worst.
Real estate lineups and all of that shit. Like, oh yeah, I just gotta, you know, I gotta make this appointment. You know, I gotta go look at this property real quick. And I'd be like, why are you making this call right now?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right, like,
and it's like the regular, you know, if it's a girl who don't really like think too deep, she's gonna fall. She's
gonna be like,
oh
my gosh, what are you doing tonight?
Oh my God. But nigga, why are you you could have made this call before I came in here.
Like right
You know what I mean? Like, why are you making this call as soon as I get in the car? Like, no.
Bro, I done been around that. I feel like that just happened recently on some, bro. You ain't load my $50,000 yet. You feel me? I gotta get to the studio. Like $1,000 for studio. Trying to get on the elevator. I ain't trying to get
a rapper who said, you know, I had a couple of colleges. They offered me like $5 million.
That's like $5 million.
That was great. That was good. Yeah, they turned it down. Yeah, that was
$5 million to go to college.
That was funny, man.
Niggas is crazy, bro.
Girls do not be trying to hear that. We could definitely tell when it's fake. Like for one, for A, you're not gonna say the number amount first and foremost. For B, you're not gonna say where you getting it from. You're not gonna say where it's going. You're not even gonna say what's going on.
Right.
Serious.
If you got the time to say, oh yeah, this money coming in.
You be like, where's my $52,490?
Boy, you cap.
You need to put that in one of your movies. I need that shit to see. I need you to call them niggas out.
Yeah.
And it's not cute.
Would make a movie, a whole movie about what keeping it real goes wrong. Like this faking the front, like they got the money and shit.
Because we all know that guy, right? All of us know a couple of them, man. That's true. That's very
true. We went to Idaho, this black dude, he was talking. I just met this guy. He talking about how he moved 25,000 here, 50,000 here. I'm just like, yo, you just met.
Ain't nobody trying to hear that.
Roberts, who was lying your last son?
He told us about. No, he said. No, there was even one story he had. He said, I was watching my niece and nephew one time. And there were two. He was like, one is 2 and one is 4. He was like, next thing I know, I'm in there cooking. Next thing I know, police knocking at the door. they got my niece and my nephew saying that they walked across the street to the Taco Bell. And I'm from where he's talking about. I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm like, what area? And he's telling me the
Across
area.
the street to the
And
Taco Bell is
the
wild.
busiest cross section. They walked across the busiest cross. Why are you telling me this, sir?
He gonna be like, I was just exaggerating, but you know they drove across the street. Like,
One of my favorite stories is the first crew of dudes I was hanging out there, like 195th Euclid or whatever. We all went to Cedar Point, but it was closed. So we ended up going to this like little bowling alley because we didn't know it was not, you know. So we're hanging out, and there's this dude, this black dude from Sandusky, right, with his white girlfriend. Not that matters, but you know what I'm saying. So he goes
to put it out there.
So we asked him where we were trying to go to a bar or something. So we're asking like, West dude, like where's the bar at or whatever? He's like, well, you're gonna take a motherfucking left up there and then a goddamn right. And again, like trying to be cool. And we're looking at each other like, what? Just say left or right, man. He was like trying to be, you know what I'm saying? Like,
trying to be
Hold on. I was like, you know,
Like, why
that boy said,
around that way.
Like, why the game banging on the right and the left?
like, it's just crazy. It's the direction.
On the direction.
Yeah, you say north and east.
damn.
Like, you have to go all.
Like,
oh, man.
Siri don't talk like that. So
Don't talk like that.
Way before the Siri days, but still, you know what I'm saying?
It's
Yo,
like
that was so
shit.
funny,
Like, this
man.
You got to remember,
Like, these
memorize
That's how
where
he
you're going.
memorized. Yeah,
Like the way he was giving that recipe, he make you think you're gonna be driving over potholes and shit.
That's sure help sound like.
Okay, that's my area now. That's my hood. Calm down.
It's ours too.
Calm down.
They've been doing constructions on the same street for 10 fucking years. It's like where our taxi.
It be new cones every time though.
Yeah, it's just
it used to
like-
be the little straight cones. Now
They
it's the
got
round
metal
cones.
plats now. They put the little plats
They
out.
getting them
Oh,
some. They
that's
getting their
just
cement
lazy.
from Home Depot.
That's
Like,
lazy.
Like what the fuck are they doing?
Might as well get a cardboard real quick.
But before we get out of here, give them your information, your social media, what you got coming up, any projects, so they can follow you.
All right, go on Tubi, check out Swing Low, Sweet Chariot, Heights Girl 2, Wine and Gossip, Scam Likely, Locked In, Airbnb, and then February 6th, Black Men Don't Cheat. Biggest.
Oh man,
I think it's gonna be our
It's
biggest
a
one, man.
Rasta.
It's gonna be our biggest
Are
one.
you going to have a release party? Because I feel like you
Well,
should.
we have premieres. We didn't have one for Airbnb, but I'm trying to keep things moving, and they take up a lot of my time. And so I might.
I don't got time
if
for
I do
that
be
shit.
small, they just become so much work. You know what I mean? And I'm trying to get the next movie done. So
So
maybe,
that-
so that's a maybe, right?
Damn.
And Johnny Filmwork, Johnny _ Filmworks on IG, HWIC Filmworks on IG and TikTok and Facebook, and trying to think if there's anything else. I think that's it.
And for all the ladies out there, if you want a shot, to date Johnny Films, the worst way to go about it is to offer him pussy.
Yeah,
Like
right.
a genuine connection.
Or
Or fake it. Don't fake like you don't know him and then know him for real.
Right.
Be
So
serious.
ask them about movies and
Be
shit.
genuine.
Don't
Or
can't be
just
an
say,
aspiring
hey, I've
actress.
seen you.
Can't be an
before.
aspiring actress. You can't.
know?
Can't be in this.
You're gonna try to get every fucking role with your greedy ass.
my
Chill the
God,
fuck out.
man. Yeah.
Like
This is
Yeah,
not from
nurse or
Johnny. This is from
something.
the
You better
Dirty
be a
Talks.
nurse.
We telling you all straight up.
What do them bitches do nowadays? CNA, nurse, or esthetician, something.
Oh, heavy
Sell
on the
crack.
esthetician.
Heavy
Selling
on
crack.
No,
Selling crack.
I'm
Damn.
joking. Not selling cracks.
We
But-
love you guys.
Yeah, we'll be back
much
in a
love.
couple of weeks. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Thank you everybody for showing up. I love y'all for
Yes,
showing up.
thank
I didn't even know
y'all.
everybody was coming.
Shout out
We
to the
gonna try
people who
keep
still
doing-
came after the cancellation.
Right, we're gonna try to
Right.
keep doing these. I see people fuck with us now. I wasn't aware of all the love that we was getting and everything, but we definitely gonna make this a bigger event, and we're gonna try to do it on Saturdays when we do it. So we just appreciate everybody for supporting, and we'll be back in a couple of weeks. Peace out.